So, hello and good morning to another live stream with me, Christian Rauchenwald, or better said, to episode number 20 of Common Chaos Live on the 1st of May. Looks it's gonna be a sunny day. I hope you all had an amazing weekend or still enjoy the very rest of your weekend, depending on the time zone you are in. Yeah, this is the first stream for this week. I actually, unfortunately, didn't make the time to schedule the whole live streams for this week. I will do this then later in the morning after I get back from the gym. And as usual in Common Chaos Live, we're going to take a look at the comments that we have on my YouTube channel. I'm going to just mute the notifications for now. Billy Dixon, thanks for subscribing. And everyone else that now pops up, also thank you for subscribing. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at the comments to hopefully answer some questions that you might have. If you have any questions outside of what's asked in the comment, write them in the chat and I will address them at the end. Now let's see if that works. Yep, that works as well. Yeah, so I guess with that, we actually can get started, and I'm just gonna share my screen. In case you're wondering what I'm using to deal with comments, because you also have some social media profiles, check out the video description down below. Now, here we have a thread about the KYZ FAQ and about, it feels like a recurring topic, I get that, and about like KYZ for someone like taking 11 months or so. Yeah, so in Pi Network, nothing to worry about. If you've submitted your KYZ application, even if it's been already a year ago and it's still not showing you or telling you, hey, this is it, or yeah, like you're done. You just have to wait. I know it sucks, but you just have to wait. Like, I mean, the project is now 4 years old and a couple of days. And a big part of the project of Pi Network has been just wait for the team to fix something, get it done, improve something, or whatever. In this case, it's just wait for the AI that's doing most of the validation to either pass you or tell you, hey, please resubmit. So yeah, nothing to worry about. Just check once per week in the Pi browser by selecting kyz.pi there, and see if you passed, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, so pretty much same thing here. Applied for KYZ for months now. Yeah, so nothing to do but wait. Why is the validation so long or taking so long? Yeah, it seems like a recurring topic in today's comments. I don't understand the question. So, sir, I'm new here in Pi mining. Why my lockup setting is loading only I can finish my mainnet? I don't understand that. Yeah, like so. Yeah, like, but if you have problem opening any part of Pi Network, try disabling private DNS if you're on iOS, and or try logging in the Pi Network app on a different device and try there. Yeah. Am I buying Alpha Network coins? Akashi says hello, good morning, Akashi, or good noon, I guess. Yeah. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, so am I buying Alpha Network coins? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm literally providing a payout proof video that shows that I'm selling Alpha Network coins. So yeah, if you want to sell your Alpha Network coins, just list them on the exchange at minealpha.com/exchange. Just follow the instructions for linking your wallet and then go to sell, enter how much you want to sell, and then just wait for it to sell. It will take a very long time because I'm going to reopen it real quick, because as we can see, there are almost no buy orders while there are a lot of sell orders. And you will notice that this number here keeps increasing much faster than this number here, which is why it takes so long to sell. However, you can sell, it just takes time and patience, which seems to be a going topic or going theme with many of the, in quotes, one click per day apps. Yeah. Yeah, hope you can see Alpha Network is not a scam. Oh my God, yeah, like clown. I love my clown emojis, although on Windows they look horrible. Yeah. So, like, just in case you're wondering, you can check out my original Alpha Network review. Then you know what I think of the project. Honestly, like, while there is an exchange and you can sell the coins now, I still don't think much more or anything different of it. Why? Because like there is zero proof of having any kind of blockchains. There's a fake blockchain explorer in the app. Why do I say fake? Because for a real blockchain, you would have nodes operating and they would need to be decentralized, meaning like Pi Network has a node software that every pioneer can download and run. And then basically that's what makes the blockchain a blockchain. However, without a node software that is run by countless different people to make sure basically that not one single entity can manipulate the entries on the blockchain, yeah, or like the balances that's shown, it's not a real cryptocurrency. Yeah. And if we want to have proof for that, even Alpha Network, who has a limited supply of 500 million coins, claims that whatever coins from illegitimate account and whatnot are like taken back and added back to the supply, which would not work unless it's a permissioned blockchain and whatnot. So there's just no evidence that it's a blockchain. Running any kind of blockchain. They may not, doesn't matter. Like until there's proof, for me, I'm going to be happy to sell whatever alpha coin I can. And for every dollar that I can cash out from that project, whoever believes in the project, good for them. Maybe you prove me wrong. Maybe for you, it's going to be like, yay, in, I don't know, a year, 5 years, it's going to be the moment when you can buy your Lambo from Alpha Network. But yeah, like it's kind of like in between. So we have one click a day projects that completely failed, got canceled, or have zero progress. Yeah. Then we have projects that like Pi Network that actually show insane progress, proof of blockchain, constant innovation, although it takes long. Yeah, I get that. And actually where people are using it for trading and so on, that are basically on the yay, that project made it in its legit side. And then we have projects in between, and Alpha Network would fall in between. Yeah, so it's definitely like not a 100% scam or so, because people can sell their alpha coins and you can transfer them to other users, but it's also lacking so much that would be necessary to consider it a real cryptocurrency. Yeah. Now, if you now want to say, yeah, but they have an exchange, yeah. Well, technically, what they have is a USDT wallet where you can deposit USDT, and a website that might be linked just to their regular database that facilitates sell orders. So removing in-app balance from your Alpha Network account, and then when somebody buys, crediting you USDT in that in-app balance in quotes, and then when you withdraw from their own USDT wallet, they send you some USDT. But all of that also does not prove that there is any kind of blockchain involved. In fact, if there were blockchain involved, it would cost money to operate the nodes, because you need to have, at least if you have a super efficient node software, it might run on a Raspberry Pi. So you need to at least have a couple of those running somewhere in different locations, controlled by different people, to have a decentralized blockchain. And those node operators would want some kind of compensation. Like people in Pi Network get, for example, a higher mining rate for running the node software. And which means then there would be fees for trading, which would be somewhere mentioned and whatnot. And yeah, like there's so much other stuff. I covered it in my live stream about Alpha Network. Yeah, so that we did when the exchange launched. Actually, you can find it on the channel if you check for it. Yeah, but anyway, moving on, getting hung up here. Yeah, so so my opinion from back then didn't change, that it has a lot of, in quotes, red flags. But unlike many other projects, they actually reached a point where people can sell. The downside, although I'm not feeling bad about it, yeah, because everybody has to make their own decision, which, by the way, yeah, you can see at the bottom. So everybody has to make their own everything I say or share in this live stream / video, if you watch it later, is my personal opinion and no way financial advice or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. Yeah. So if some people are like, yeah, Alpha Network, even though there is a lot of red flags, at least in my opinion, and there's a lot of information missing and lack of transparency and whatnot, yeah, I believe in it, I'm going to buy Alpha Coin, well, then go for it. I'm going to happily sell my Alpha Coin to you, and then maybe in 5 years it turns out that you were right, or in 5 years you're going to be like, oh, I wasted money there. Well, that's then on you. Anyway, nice hat. Yeah, thank you very much. I really love them. They were super overpriced, but in terms of quality, I don't know. I have them now for, I don't know, like 6 years, 7 years or so, and I'm still super happy with them. So so like, who said it? Like Versace, I think, said it. Quality is what you have, or remember, quality is what you have when the price has long been forgotten. Yeah. So it will take another couple of years for me to forget the price, but yeah, like they definitely are like the best caps I've ever bought. So yeah, quite happy. Wait, so I just leave my Pi app for 14 days for my Pi transfer to mainnet? No, you complete the migration checklist and then you wait for the migration to happen. The migration checklist, you have to go through that, checking the Pi app in the mainnet or in the main menu. There is mainnet, and then you have the migration checklist. And you just have to work your way through all the points. Just carefully read what's shown there, and you should have no problem whatsoever getting this done. and don't be discouraged that some of the points just take longer than others. Yeah. Asking users to do KYC goes against the purpose of crypto privacy and decentralization. It's more like that they will sell your data to advertise. It's a red flag, guys. Yeah. Yeah, that's complete garbage. But yeah, like, I mean, or half garbage, because the only purpose of crypto is decentralization. Yeah, there is no need to have something that is completely anonymous, and it actually is impossible because, I mean, impossible in quotes, because the moment you wanna buy crypto, sell crypto, whatever, the money has to come from somewhere. It comes from your from your credit card, it comes from your bank account or whatever. And with that transaction, when you send your money to Binance or any other exchange to buy crypto, that's the moment where there's a link between you and whichever wallet you have, because Binance has to, depending on the country and whatnot, also keep certain records, which means there is a record of you depositing $100. There's a record at Binance for buying, I don't know, USDT for $100. There's a record to which wallet you withdrew those $100. And with that wallet, then there are the records of where you sent them to. Yeah. It's actually a funny thing. So I'm all for the decentralization aspect of crypto. But if you think about it, so there are laws in Europe, for example, if I'm not mistaken. So from what I recall, banks are required to keep your transaction record for 10 years. Yeah. So 10 years, if I would do some illegitimate or, I don't know, illegal transaction, but for 10 years long, nobody notices, then that transaction likely gets deleted, because banks also don't care about wasting money on storing things that they don't have to store. And therefore, after 10 years, I could just walk away and yay, nobody caught me. Yeah? However, with crypto, we have the blockchain, and the blockchain is a permanent ledger. So it's every transaction from day one is stored there permanently. And which means the moment there's a link between a wallet that did something illegal with one of your wallets, all it takes is like a transaction that comes from one of the bigger exchange wallets, and then a warrant to get the data from the exchange, and somebody might knock at your door. So the goal is not to be anonymous with crypto. The goal is pretty much that a bank cannot, for example, we launched a new business, and to do that, we had to deposit 25,000 euro for that business on a bank account. Yeah. And now we have 25,000 euro on the bank account. Now we had to make some payments, and that were like a couple thousand for like legal fees, salaries, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And I tried to make the payment, and I have 25,000 on the account, but it tells me I'm over my daily limit. Now I have to call the bank and tell them on the phone, oh, pretty please, I want to wire another 2,000 euro. Can you please increase the limit? And they then are like, okay, what's your card number? What's your name? What's your birth date? And I have to call you back to confirm it's really you on the number that we have stored in the system, blah, blah, blah. And then they approve that increase, but they only approve a temporary increase for 24 hours. And so the next time I run into a situation where I have to wire more than what's the limit of the money that I have on the account, I actually, again, have to back them for it. Again, like, hey, could you please increase? Yeah. And so there's one central institution, it's the fucking bank, that I have to call and ask, could I please do this? And that also, I mean, they have obviously multiple database servers and so on and redundancies, but technically it's one institution. And if somebody there would go into that database of transactions and just delete a few of the incoming transactions, it's obviously not that easy. I'm simplifying things here. Then suddenly my money would be gone, and it would be because one person or one institution screwed me over, and I would have then to sue them and prove it and whatnot. Whereas cryptocurrency, the big benefit is decentralization. So I'm running a node, you are running a node, whatever, your neighbor is running a node, and so on. And 1,000 other people are running a node. And if I am like, I'm going to delete 1,000 coins from your wallet by making an outgoing transaction that I just push into the system, well, the other 999 nodes are going to say, nope, that transaction is not valid, and decline it. And so I cannot do that. Yeah. Another example, like, when I was younger, I actually, like, so when I dropped out from school, started my first business, I failed hugely. And at some point, I mean, I got close to declaring bankruptcy, didn't go that far, but still, yeah, so like really fucked up big. And then at some point, I don't know why, I don't recall exactly why, but it reached a point where also, like, where my own bank, even though I didn't have like my balance overdrawn, so I literally had money on the account, but I could not withdraw money without first calling my what's it called, customer service agent or whoever, like the person responsible for my account, and telling them, hey, I would like to now withdraw whatever 200 euro of my fucking money from my account at this ATM or at this bank teller. Yeah, like, and that's what crypto is against. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice if you don't have to do KYC and whatnot and blah blah blah, but if you don't understand why KYC is needed for Pi Network, I don't know, then please get your head checked or so, because it's so super obvious that if there would not be KYC, people that have any kind of tech experience would just fire up 100 fake phones and fake accounts using emulators and whatnot to use them as referrals on their main account, and therefore get an unfair advantage and earn thousands of points more compared to honest users. Yeah. And that's why KYC is needed with Pi Network. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I mean, I get that the argument, yeah, if you don't have anything to hide, why are you against this? Yeah. I mean, that argument is obviously garbage. Yeah. So like, why are you against KYC or against this? So why do you need privacy laws? Yeah, privacy is important, of course, yeah, so that your data doesn't get sold without your consent and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. But being anonymous is not important. It's absolutely not important. There's no real reason to, yeah, I don't want to, I want to be 100% anonymous. I don't want anyone to know what I do with that crypto wallet. Yeah. Because, yeah, like, I mean, you have to pay taxes in your country. You have to pay taxes on cryptos, which means you basically have to declare your crypto wallets. Yeah. Maybe there are some countries where you don't have to pay taxes or where there's no regulation yet, but it will come. Every country will want to have a share of crypto and you will have to report them. So you anyway will not be anonymous. And if you don't report them, you're basically saying, oh, I want to be anonymous. I want to have my privacy to commit tax fraud. Yeah. And if that's your goal, then anyway, you have like, I don't know, like a lot to learn in life. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Akash says he's looking forward to our Element Data stream. Yeah. So this Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month, we have another episode of Scam or Slam, and where we look at a project to determine if it's legit, a scam, a waste of time, or worth the risk. And this week we're actually looking at Element Data. I think it was IO or so. I'm not sure anymore. Nope. Interesting that there is already a project with that name, elementdata.xyz. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna look at to determine, yeah, like if you have an aware element and if it's then worth to jump on that project. It's actually a project that was created by one of the members of our Discord community, and it's gonna be quite interesting to look at. Yeah. So yeah. So moving on. Lost my passphrase. Any hope? Nope. No hope. I mean, if you haven't passed KYC, just create a new wallet. And make sure to update the wallet address in mainnet step number 3 and 7, if I'm not mistaken, so that you then get your coins migrated to that new wallet. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously back up your passphrase properly. Yeah, Mage is also here. Good morning, Mage. Yeah, definitely an interesting project. There are also interesting alternatives in that area. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that we already answered, and that comment just basically confirms. What video is that? Hi, what if my picture of my pass is not safe and gets sell? I honestly don't understand that. So as much as I try to answer comments, if I don't understand it at all, hard to answer. Yeah, moving on. There we have the usual scam, or yeah, spam/scam. We'll deal with that later. Actually, we'll just already ban that user and deal with it real quick. So banned, the accept, hide, or actually, yeah. And that one we can just, yeah, report as spam. There we go. And, oh, no, yeah. So that we had. And that's actually the last one also in the thread. Yeah. So now, yeah, like about the waiting times in KYC. Yeah. So that covers pretty much everything in terms of comments. If you have any questions other than that you would like to have the answer to, then please, now is your last chance to ask them, or tomorrow in the stream. Yeah, what else? Do we have other streams this week? There we have, I'll have to check if I manage to do a daily market mastery stream today, or if it even makes sense. But other than that, there will be Twitch stream in the evening. I forgot what we're gonna play today. I didn't manage yesterday because we were like at a friend's place for dinner and then got home later than expected. So no Twitch stream yesterday. And yeah, basically just check the channel. I will by lunch today or so have all the streams for the week scheduled on this channel. And check the Twitch channel. I will have the schedule up also throughout the day before we start the stream in the evening at 7 p.m. GMT +2. And check out my Popular Investor channel. There I will have the stream schedule also live by lunch or so for the rest of the week. Yeah, other than that, this is it. Like, I hope you all have a great week ahead, and I hope to see you then in one of my other streams, and definitely on Wednesday should be Wednesday or not, yeah. Today is Monday. Yeah, first Wednesday of the month, of course, yeah. On Wednesday for our episode of Scam or Slam. So thank you for